Sorry, just force of habit.
You really think that your surroundings change you that much?
Yeah, probably.
I think I'm okay on my own.
How many times can we tell each other that story?
I'm here with Ryan Noth, the director of Drifting Snow, one of the many films in the Kingston Canadian Film Festival 2021. Hi, Ryan.
Hey, how's it going?
I see you're out sitting in your field.
Yeah, exactly. I got my nice barn behind me, which is where the film was edited, so can't wait to get in there in warmer weather.
Beautiful Prince Edward County. First question, the Classics Illustrated version of what's your film about in 30 seconds or less? Clock starts now.
I hate that it's so difficult, but two people take a road trip after getting in a car accident at night in the winter, and they drive between Prince Edward County and the Gatineaus and learn a lot about each other's life and past year, and how that helps each of them move forward a bit in their lives.
And of course, again, that's the simple, straightforward version. I've looked at the trailer and it seems like there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, there is. I mean, Sonja Smits, who plays the one of the two leads, is an older character in her 60s who's lost her partner, played by Colin Mockery, in the past year. And Jonas Bonnetta, who's from Frontenac, just north of Kingston, plays the younger of the two in his 30s, and he's dealing with the loss of a mother and her house in the county, as well as maybe a breakup. And through their kind of time together, they just kind of help each other sort of understand loss and moving forward. But, you know, the whole film is just an excuse to get out and film the landscape for me, because that's kind of what I really love to make film-wise is films about the landscape. And then I end up having to put stories in there and characters and that kind of thing.
How is it working with old pros like Sonja Smits and Colin Mockery?
Oh, I mean, they were outstanding. They were so supportive and encouraging the entire time. Sonja was unbelievable at keeping spirits up on set. You know, there were times when I was just driving her myself to set and I'm thinking, like, doesn't she want a trailer? Isn't she embarrassed by, like, the conditions we're working in, having to do her own hair and makeup? But she just jumped into the whole project and was just, like, so supportive of the entire team, including Jonas, who was his first acting gig too. So that was kind of a little bit by plan. He was always involved in the project earlier, but it was always, I think, an interesting idea to bring someone who doesn't have much experience with someone who does, to try and see what that kind of sparks chemistry-wise and how they work off each other. And they just became best buddies by the end of the film, just like in the film. So it kind of worked out all in all.
And I think one of the things that I remark on in Canadian films, whether they're independent films or even the Hallmark movies, is how many good actors there are in this country. You know, a lot of the secondary roles. What was your experience working with the rest of the cast?
Yeah, well, Colin Mockery came through Sonja, who had known him through the industry forever. And again, he just came and did 2 really long days with us, and was just having the time of his life in minus 30 temperature in Ottawa. So I think he was having the time of his life. But and then there was a lot of younger actors that I cast. Jess Salguero, who's in Working Moms and a bunch of other shows like Expanse and Letterkenny. Chris Locke, who's a comedian, and Rachel Bonnetta, who's Jonas's sister and who's actually a host on Fox Sports in the U.S. And she flew back from L.A. and did a 24, 48-hour kind of 2-day thing with us, with Jonas playing his sister in the movie as well, which I don't know if that's really ever been done. Not that I'm looking for a Guinness record or anything, but it was really cool that they got to play brother and sister in the movie and work together. And I'm so grateful for all the talent we were able to bring together, for sure.
One last quick question. At the end of the trailer for the film, there's sheep. Why sheep?
Yeah. Well, because that was really important to me. My friends out in Prince Edward County have a sheep farm, and each year they kind of move their sheep throughout different areas of the county to graze, including to Wapoose Island, which is a really kind of special area and place to me in the county. And I just thought it had to be part of the landscape and the fabric of this story. And so I knew we had to film it, and we drove around crazily trying to get the sheep one morning, and it was the first day we ever shot with Sonja and Jonas. And yeah, it's an important scene to me, and that's why they're in the trailer as well.
Well, that's really cool. Thanks, Ryan, and we will hopefully get a chance to talk to you on your next film next year in person.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Looking forward to it.